Hello, Omni Learning Kids. Welcome to the Omni Learning Experience. Thank you so much for joining us and for subscribing with us for our new online learning school. My name is Machita Sandra Ntasa, and I'm going to be your physics teacher throughout the Omni Learning Experience. We're so happy to have you, and we hope that you will remain with us right up until the end. In this video, I'm just going to do an introduction on what the Omni Learning Platform is all about. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to give you an introduction on my subject, physics, and what we're going to be doing throughout the Omni Learning Experience. In this Omni Learning Experience, we're going to be doing physics for O-level, which covers Form 3 and Form 4 physics. And then we're going to be doing physics for A-level, which covers Form 5 and Form 6 physics. Now, as an introduction to what Omni Learning is all about, it's an online learning school whereby there are several teachers who will be uploading several videos with the topics for their subjects. When this is done, we also have an e-learning system which involves some e-books in all the subjects, in all subject areas. And we also have some tutorials which we're going to upload on the website as well. Please feel free to contact any of the tutors or any of the teachers for some personal assistance in any problems you may be facing. We are here to help you, we are here to assist, and we're here to make the Omni Learning Experience super fun and super exciting for all of you. Now, for an introduction to my subject, physics. I love physics, and I hope all of you will also learn to love it too. It's an amazing subject, and I tell you, there are so many applications of physics in the world. You can have an amazing career and do some wonderful things in science and the world. And I don't mean to be discriminative, but I think physics is the best science compared to any of the other sciences. Because I believe that anyone who knows physics actually knows everything, because there's nothing more you need to know apart from physics. So I hope you really enjoyed this experience with me. So I think maybe some of you are wondering, what is this physics? What is physics all about? Okay, so what you must understand about physics is that physics is a study of the universe, the entire planet where we are. It gives us laws, it gives us theories, and there are many amazing scientists, especially in the olden days, who came up with many physics theories that we use even up to this day. From the top of my head, I can mention a few. I can mention Einstein, I can mention Newton, I can mention Bohr, I can mention all these scientists who made some groundbreaking discoveries in physics. So, physics is a science which also does some investigations. There are so many investigations in which these investigations can be investigations about atoms. I think we know atoms, they are one of the smallest particles in our universe. And we can even study things as far as our galaxies, as far as the stars, which are millions of kilometers away from our planet. And what we must understand about physics and what it means to be a physicist is that you must be very observant, you must be very accurate. Your mind must be able to calculate some complex problems and some complex questions. And once you have this, I promise you, you will succeed and you will enjoy the physics experience. Now, some of us may wonder where physics is applied and why physics is so important to us. You'll be amazed that all the engineers, all the doctors, all the technologists, all of them use physics in whatever studies they may be doing or in whatever careers they may be undergoing. So it's a vital science, it's an important science, and there's so much to discover about it. And then you may also be wondering, where is it that we apply physics? If I study physics for Form 4, and if I study physics for Form 6, what is it that I'm going to do with this physics? So you'll be surprised to know that physics has so many applications. It's applied in medicine, it's applied in energy production, it's applied in transport, it's applied in mining, it's applied in research. We can also apply it in electronics. And as for me, on a personal level, I'm applying it in medicine, whereby I am doing medical physics. And you'll be so surprised how amazing and powerful that subject is. So we must take note that as we are studying physics, we must also have good mathematical concepts within us. We're going to do so many calculations. We're going to have so many equations. So please make sure you have your pen ready. Make sure you have your papers ready. Make sure you have your calculators ready so that we will be able to do several calculations in our physics. So as we go through our O-level physics, there are some basic topics which we're going to cover, and then there will be several subtopics under those basic topics. So the first topics that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at measurement and physical quantities. This is the basics of physics, so we need to cover that. And then we're going to be moving on to kinematics, whereby kinematics is simply the study of motion. I'm sure all of you know how to run, you know how to walk, you know how to drive in a car. All of these things are applied in kinematics. So it's really quite interesting. And then we're also going to study forces. I think even every day we have many forces that we are applying, even as we are doing our daily work. And then after forces, we're also going to be looking at work, energy, and power, specializing in energy production and production of electricity. I'm sure all of us use electricity in our homes. We use electricity in our houses. We wonder where it comes from. So we're also going to be learning about all of that. And then after that, we're going to look at thermal physics. I find this to be a very broad topic. We'll be looking at things like heat. We'll be looking at heat capacities, so many things which are applied. And then after thermal physics, we're going to be looking at waves, electromagnetic waves, sound waves. I'm sure we all use our cell phones. We all use laptops and Wi-Fi. This is where this all comes from. And then after that, we're going to be looking at electricity. Obviously, we cannot leave out electricity. All the interesting equations, how electricity moves, how electricity works, we're going to be looking at all of that. And then after electricity, we'll be looking at magnetism. Magnetism also combines with electricity. Actually, when magnetism combines with electricity, it becomes electromagnetism. And we're also going to be looking at that. Specializing in studies of generators. We all know generators. In our country, we have power cuts. So most of us use generators. We'll see how they work. Even transformers that supply electricity. We'll also be looking at that. And then finally, electronics. For those of us who wish to be electronic engineers, working with technology, with phones, with laptops, all of this, we'll be looking at a deeper look at that and how it works. And then finally, we'll be looking at atomic physics, nuclear physics, and radioactivity. I think this is my absolute most favorite part. I mean, if I could, I would love to work at a nuclear power station to see how electricity can be produced from such the complex matters of physics. And this will be in nuclear physics. So these are the topics that we're going to be covering in our Form 4 studies and Form 3 studies. And after studying all of these topics, I promise you, you will be so prepared to write your exams. You'll be so excited and everything will go so well. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you will continue with us and you'll stay with us right up until the end. And this is what the Omni Learning Experience is all about. Feel free to contact us. Feel free to look for us and we'll help you and assist you in any way that we can. Thank you so much.